All right, today's training camp included push-ups, boxing, hiring, inventory problems, Ecclesiastes, a little bit of fight news, and somehow gaining 2 pounds. Right now, training camp isn't just for athletes; business is needed too. And this is Build and Become Day One. First, the business we're building. First, we're getting to the business. We're actually building systems so that our VAs I got you. First, let's get into the business, right? First, we're building systems. So I'm not trying to do everything ourselves. Like, we're not trying, that's not how you scale a business. We read the book Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell. And one thing that he talks about all the time is hiring VAs to help delegate some tasks for you, especially the mundane tasks that you do over and over again. And the beautiful thing about VAs is that our dollar weighs way more to them rather than Filipino money. If you know what I'm trying to say, like our dollar here in America holds a lot of weight over there in the Philippines. So we pay them an excellent rate for us to keep us lean and profitable. So we got Chini. She's an all-star. She's handling all of our customer success. She's sending order updates. She's contacting the leads when they come in from the forums. She's sending invoices. She's sending quotes. And she's like, I call her a fairy. I call her a little magic fairy. Because, she's out in the Philippines. She's an online worker for her. But every time she sends a quote, every time she sends an invoice, like, and I want to say every time, like 75 to 80% per time, like that person is paying the invoice if she sends it. Like when I was sending it, it'd be like 50%, like, or it would just take a long time for a person to pay it. I don't know why. But when she sends these invoices, boom, it's paid. So I call it a little money fairy. She's my little money fairy. But she's great. I love when I send her text messages too, because whenever she responds to a text message, she always loves my message before she responds. It's like, bro, it's so cool because she's out in the Philippines. She's out there making a living. She got kids. She's like she's a real person. You feel me? But she's dedicated to helping the business grow. So she's a wonderful, like she's a virtual assistant, but she's also a wonderful businesswoman or just a great person to work with. So shout out to, I want us to give us, if you're looking to find a VA for your business, hit me up. We have a hiring service for VAs all across the world. And they're called Sphere Rocket. So I'm gonna put you on and help you out and get, like, if you need a VA for your business, just let me know. I'd love to help you find a VA for your business because it's been world changing for us. And the other one that we've hired is Zeus. Zeus is our social media distribution person. So we already have all our content in a database in a Google Drive. Probably, I like to say years of content because, we've been creating coaching videos. My father's been creating coaching videos for the past 40 years. So we have content from over 40 years, old content from our previous customers using the equipment, and content of my father using the equipment just to show how it works with another person, like teaching on the equipment. And so we just have so much in the database, but we need somebody to actually take the content, cut it up into shorts and reels, and then distribute it. We don't have enough time for that. We got a lot of things to do on our hands to focus on something else. Our return on investment is our biggest return on investment is not going to be doing those mundane tasks. We hired another VA. His name is Zeus out in the Philippines, and he's been balling, right? We gave him the system. We gave him an outline of what to do. We gave him our brand language, and he's been posting 8 to 10 clips a day. Content is king right now. It's just our leverage. The more that they see us, the more that it gets into their subconscious and psyche to say, this is something that we need for our team. This is something that we need for our kids. This is something that we need in order for us to improve as a wrestling community. So Zeus has been doing a great job in distributing and then just keeping us very honest on how we're presenting it to our customers. And it's great. So there are 2 VAs out from the Philippines doing an excellent job, just balling, right? And if you have a business and you need to hire a VA, please let me know. I want to help you out because it's been life-changing for our business and also just better for our business. It's a clear return on investment if you get a VA, right? Now let's get into the body. That was the business, get into the body. So I started it yesterday and I gained 2 pounds. I started this whole thing yesterday. The idea is this, right? We're building a better business. We're building a better body within this 50-day sprint. But I gained 2 pounds. Is that an issue? No, because I came back from Atlanta this weekend and I was 334 pounds. Big boy. You feel me? But when I started when I started this challenge, I ended up losing 10 pounds since Atlanta. So I was 324. And on the first day of the challenge, I actually gained 2 pounds. But I feel like that's just my body regulating, getting back. Just like saying like, okay, it's not normal for you to lose this much weight in a week. That's what I like to think. That's what I've heard from my nutritionists and my dietitians before. So that's what I'm saying. I ate really well yesterday, 2,800 calories. And I boxed, walked about 4 miles, all that type of stuff, right? And look, you do all that. Like, how am I supposed to know how I did that? I was like, I've always had a problem being able to track things that I've done in the past. And I would always try to use separate apps to do this and that and try to figure it out. And AI is helpful, but I'm still using 3 different AIs. So I went ahead and created my own app so that I can track this 50-day sprint, this 50-day camp to building and becoming the person that I want to become, or just building and becoming a beast, right? So I'll show you what it looks like, the back end of it, right? It's called BNB 50 or BNB Camp, right? And this is what it does. So this is going to be on your phone too. If you want to join me in this 50-day sprint, or whenever you want to start your 50-day camp to building a better body, building a better business, becoming a better businessman or woman, building a better brain, and becoming a better boxer, you can use this app for totally free. It is super effective. It's perfect for me. It's perfect for me. And I'll show you how it's done. I'll show you how I use it. So each day, matter of fact, let's go back to the home, right? It's going to track each day that I'm doing this challenge. So yesterday I did the challenge. And this is the cool things. This is cool about AI. I just love showing y'all this stuff because it's like, I want to give y'all value so that you can know that you can build this as well. Or if you want me to help you build something, I will help you build it. And if you want to use it, you can use it for free. But this is what it tracks, right? I want to be able to track first top 3 things that I want to do for the day. And I just did this to test it, but this is actually very helpful. So I wanted to edit a 50-day camp to make sure we're good. I wanted to build an app for this. And so it lists out the top 3 things that you would like to do for the day. And not only that, I can do this. I can be like this. I would like to also add to make sure to check in on inventory at our shop for the business. Can you add that on the to-do list? And then just adds it on the to-do list, right? And then obviously but and then so then you can put in a to-do list and it tells you the top 3 things you can do for the day, right? It asks me, did I pray? So and I say not yet, and then if I prayed, then you prayed. It gives you a little celebration, and then what you pray about. I prayed about gratitude and repentance, right? And then it goes into the body. How much did you weigh in the morning? I weighed 324 pounds, and this is the coolest part. Ready for this? When you track your water, or when you add something and you track something in, check this out. You heard it? You hear that? So every time you track something in, it gives you a nice little reassuring noise, a reassuring notification that you did something. And then this is the coolest part too. Whenever you have a meal, you can track that meal, and what it does, it calculates how many calories, it estimates how many calories the meal that you just had, right? And if you want to, you can upload the picture of the meal. But say I had a Chipotle chicken bowl. Say I had a Chipotle chicken bowl with corn and sour cream. And I go ahead and add it. It automatically updates my calorie intake for the day. It automatically updates my protein, my carbs, and my fats, right? And if I want to just get rid of it, I'll just exit, right? So that's really cool. That's something that just helps me to figure out the food in the database. And then for this building my body, I know that I have a baseline floor for every single day. I want to make sure that I do at least 50 push-ups, at least 50 air squats, at least 50 crunches. So I got that in. Boom. Good. And then I also want to track how many miles I've been walking. So I went ahead and I walked 4 miles yesterday. So I did all this right, and I still gained 2 pounds. How did that happen? It's because I had lost so much weight already. I already lost 10 pounds. And so my body's just trying to re-regulate because I'm drinking the water and all that type of stuff. That's what I like to tell myself. Right? But then you can track your supplements. If I had protein, I had protein. If I'm adding creatine in about a week because I don't want to feel bloated. Like I'd rather lose the weight and then add the creatine later. But if you do that, it still gives you that little noise. It's still fine. And then this is a cool part too. So when you add the supplements, you're good. Now, when you're ready to box, it goes ahead and gets a link from YouTube from the most famous boxing videos, the most famous training boxing videos. And so all I want to do is make sure I get at least 500 punches a day. So I can either do that in shadow boxing or I can do it on the bag, right? So each day is going to give you a video of a shadow boxing video and then a video on the bag, right? And then if you want to just time 3 minutes, you can just start the timer and run it, right? For your boxing workout. Bam. And then you can log the workout. Hey, I did 3 minutes of shadow boxing working on my cross, jab, hook, and uppercut. You put that uppercut. And then you can complete the boxing workout, right? And then business. All I do at the end of each day, I just add in the revenue that we accumulated for that business day. So yesterday we had one sale, or we actually had 2 sales. We had a sale from Amazon too that was $15.90. So I'm gonna say, that was 15. And then you can add that. So $15.90 plus 22. $22.45. And then it adds to the total revenue that you're doing, especially in a 50-day sprint. We're trying to hit 100,000 in this 50-day sprint. And what was the strategy that I already told you? I let my VAs totally run the online side of the business yesterday. I did not touch a damn thing, and it went so smooth. I've been working with our VAs for a year already. So they're very familiar on how I like things to get done. They check in with me very constantly. That's something that I know that I have to release myself from the bottleneck as well. They check in with me a lot, but I like it just to make sure that we keep the brand structure good. Because, if we don't, it's going to be haywire. And sometimes I don't even respond. Sometimes I don't even respond to them, and they're fine with that. Just as long as they reach out to me to let me know what they're doing and the updates that they're doing. And I love it. I'm sorry that I don't respond, but at the end of the day, they know that, I'm working on something else and I'll get back to them soon. But I let them run the whole internet side of the business yesterday, and it was great, right? So the idea now is just to keep stacking and building on their skill set so that they can start running those parts of the business for us to now grow in revenue and get better as a business. All right. And the last thing is the mind. What are you doing to increase your mind? And this is crazy to me, right? I woke up today and I've been struggling a lot throughout the day with my energy levels, right? Like my energy level throughout the day. I'm always drinking an energy drink or something like that just to kind of keep my baseline. And bro, I woke up and I was like, I'm starting this thing and I'm just going to read the Bible in the morning. I'm going to go on my walks and read and just audiobook the Bible. Bro, my energy level throughout the day was amazing. It was incredible. All I'm reading is Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. And bro, I don't know what it was, but my energy level throughout the day, I did not need an energy drink or wasn't that hungry or nothing like that. Just listening to the Bible in the morning with a walk in the sun. Oh, that's a game, bro. That's a game changer. Look, and I've been messing up, bro. Not messing up, but the biggest issues that I've had is bro, I'm eating terrible. I'm going to McDonald's. You feel me? I'm going to, I'm going out. I'm drinking. All that type of stuff. I was being a degenerate. I fell away from the Bible, reading the Bible constantly in the morning a lot. I used to do it a lot in the past, but I bro, I was off. But I came back to the Bible, reading Proverbs. I knew I needed to tap in, and God has just been speaking to me. And bro, I'm telling you, if all of us, if the whole world just read Ecclesiastes and Proverbs, let's say you just read that once a week, you would see the world drastically change. Like you would see, like if you just read Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, you would realize like all of us are going the wrong way. All of us are not doing what we're supposed to be doing. Right? It's crazy to think about, but it's so helpful. It's so helpful, and that's not the. Like, I felt there was coming like what in Proverbs it tells you to always just search for like find wisdom. Right? You're either going to be wicked, you're going to be a fool, or you're going to be wise. Right? And Proverbs tells you how to stay away from being wicked, stay away from being simple-minded and being a fool. And what are the keys or what are the benefits of becoming wise and just finding understanding, right? So it's a beautiful book. I think that everybody should read. I think that it should be a curriculum kind of thing in schools. Just read Proverbs. In Ecclesiastes, that's the philosophical point that I want to hit today, but I will hit that later on in the video. And so that's at the end of it. And it also gives you 3 quotes from one famous philosopher, one ancient Egyptian text for really like the ancient Egyptian wisdom, right? The ones that I was talking about with my nephew that he taught me and that he was telling me to read. And third is just a scripture or a verse from Proverbs and Ecclesiastes as well. That gives you at the end of the day. Now, this is where it gets kind of crazy. This is where it gets kind of crazy. So at the end of the day, after you get everything done, you get everything logged, you can share your log post with your community, right? And you can share it. And then the pictures that you upload or the videos that you upload, it can all get shared to Instagram, right? Right from the app. So fire. Or if you want to download the image, you can download the image. All right, it just crashed on me a little bit, but we are good. We are back. It just crashed on me a little bit. We back in action. So yeah, so at the end of it, so you could share it to Instagram if you wanted to. You don't have to. But then if you wanted to create this into a content, like say you're really proud of what you did all day and you wanted to share it and you want to share it in a content format. This can go ahead and take all the information that you put it in a content script, right? And this is where I made $2,000 while my team did all the work today. This is day 1 of my 50-day beast camp. That's the hook, right? And then set the scene. I spent the morning reading old books about wisdom. I realized I was fighting over silly things that do not matter at all. Felt like it was wasting my time on bad habits. I needed to change how I act. I'm copying this. I love this. I love that. I'm copying that script. That's a good script, but it creates a content script for you, so you can do your thing, right? And then this is where it gets super freaky. This is where it gets crazy. You can go into an AI chat with your coach. Like you have a 50-day sprint coach. You have a build and becoming coach. And what this coach is, what I made it, I said I want you to be like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, Alex Hormozy, Russell Brunson, and Ty Lopez. So those are your coaches within this system, right? And what I'll be able to do is just keep uploading, so that I'll keep uploading the coaches' information from the books that these guys read or the content that these guys come up with. So the coach is always going to improve. But the coaches, like you can say, what do you want to work on in your business today? And this is what the coach will respond with. You are at the beginning of the day one camp. Since you're just starting, your most important business task is to map out your minimum valuable offer, right? Identify one specific problem you can solve for a specific group of people and write down the exact outcome they want you to work with you. I made it to where it's going to respond to you at a 5th grade level, so you can understand what they're saying, but still implement it as a business person. And it's not only for business. You can do it for food. What high protein meal can I eat? Say on day 1, keeping your nutrition simple and maintaining your energy. Reliable high energy meal of Greek yogurt topped with a scoop of protein powder, a handful of almonds and berries. I'm actually gonna go get that tomorrow. Bro. Like I would love to get that tomorrow and eat that. I wouldn't have thought that. I thought of that unless I asked this AI. So that's the AI model, and then it also tracks where you're at for your morning weight. It knows that I was at 324 yesterday and 326 today. Even though I ate 2,800 calories yesterday, I'm still down a lot. And so we're at day 2, right? I still got to get the boxing in. I still got to get the push-ups in and everything within the next 15 minutes. But this is what the app looks like. And this is totally phone compatible too. It looks even better on the phone. And you can use it whenever you want to. So you want to download the B&B app. The link is going to be in my link in bio or whatever, but you can download it today if you want it. It's incredible for me. And this one is for me, right? But if you guys want to join in this 50-day sprint, just DM me, hit me up, or just say that you want this and I'll share it with you. No problem. No worries. All right. So that is the app for B&B. Now we'll go back to how we've been running the business or what else we're working on, right? So we talked about VAs running the distribution and doing a great job and really helping our business scale. We talked about how I'm up 2 pounds, but I'm still down. I'm not down 10, I'm down 8 pounds, but you know what it is, right? And then I show you guys the app. And by the way, the wedding that I went to was a wonderful ceremony. But every day, every single day, this is the baseline of what we're going to do with these 50 days challenge. You have to do 50 push-ups, 50 squats, 50 sit-ups, and 500 punches. You have to do that every day in these 50-day sprints, right? So the next thing is that we're looking for, so since we have the VA set up, right, and we have a wonderful customer success manager in Chini, our VA, right, from the Philippines, we now need to increase our conversion rates. Our conversion rates are decent, and we have a lot of leads and people that are exchanging information to us. And all we need to do is reach back out to them with sales representatives. And so we have one person that we're going to add to the team. We're so excited to add to the team. We're just setting up the infrastructure for him to kind of just let him have at it. But he has all the contacts that he needs. We have a list of 10,000 wrestling coaches across the country. We have about 5 to 6 leads that come in every day that only cost about $4 a lead. So if he burns them, it's okay. We'll just get some more leads as we go. And we have people that sign up to our email list every single day. We have over 150 or 120 submissions to our email list every month. So about 2 to 3 a day. And it's just a great opportunity for somebody that's looking to work a commission-based sales job, do something on the side if they want to, and just kind of build their sales skill, put it on their resume if they can get another job. So, because we're operating like it's mom and pop right now. We can't even, if we still wanted to, based off of our manufacturing process, we wouldn't even be able to scale too much past where we are. But there is an opportunity for us to still add on people to help us grow in revenue and have more customers and have more orders to help increase our conversion rate. Our conversion rate is less than 1% right now, bro. We have about like 12,000 people come to the site, but they fall off at checkout. So there's two things that I have to work on as an individual. I have to make sure that our website is high conversion rate, but we know that a sales rep can actually solve that problem a little bit faster because they will be able to understand the concerns and why people fall off at a checkout or at a cart, right? And so as soon as we learn that from the customer, we then can implement that on the website so that maybe we don't need a sales rep, right? So the people that we kind of compare to are Peloton and Flipsled. Those are two very similar archetypes of people in two different markets that have similar products and similar price points to us. So I sign up to their email list and I see what kind of emails they're sending. I've called their sales rep to see what kind of script that they say, and I see where they're coming from. And Peloton is a wonderful model because Peloton, what they do, their sales reps are just people that are avid users of Peloton. So what we'll do is the same thing. We're going to try to add some sales reps that are avid users of the equipment or just really good wrestlers. And we're going to call our sales reps like takedown experts, right? Contact your takedown expert today. We even do question funnels into, when people come to the site, we do question funnels. How many people are a part of your program? What things are you looking to work on? How did you guys do last season? What problems are you looking to solve for your team? And so when we collect that information, the takedown expert is then going to help alleviate whatever pain the customer is suffering, right? So we're super excited to do that. The first sales rep we're hiring is not going to be someone that wrestled before in the past. Maybe they did, but we know that they were very interested and we know that they can help us. So go along the gang and help us grow. You feel me? So we're super excited about that. So these are our other strategies for improvement, right? We're going to have Carl Adams, Pops. He's going to go live on TikTok, baby. August 15th, we're going to go live on TikTok for him filming him using the equipment with two other wrestlers and then showing some technique on how to build and improve their takedown skill on our equipment. We're going to go live on TikTok here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Tune in. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of, if you're a wrestler, tune in. It's going to be a lot of really good content and making sure that we're doing it the right way and using TikTok Shop to our advantage. Just using TikTok and all this different stuff to our advantage, going live and letting people see in real time what we do. And the beautiful thing is when we go live, you can take all that live content, put it in the AI, chop it up and redistribute. It's about building leverage. So we got to build leverage for our business, and that's the way we're going to do it. So we're super excited about that. August 15th. If you're looking to tune in on TikTok, Adams Athletics and AdamsAthletics.com. The second thing is we're going to do affiliate push and affiliate coaching. So we've created what we're going to do for all of our affiliate athletes. We're going to create their own individual website sales page. So then we're going to offer them an opportunity for them to do a video for us every single week. We're going to give them a price point. And then we're also going to give them a website, a specific website based on their accolades and how they've been using the equipment. And we just want them to teach on the equipment once a week. They're going to have a website to funnel them in front of their customers into opportunity to buy from their discount code. For example, we have an affiliate named Peggy Sue. And so we're going to give the opportunity for her to have that website, send it to the people that are interested. It's going to be embedded with the code. And so it's an easy process for the customer. So that's the affiliate push. I'll actually show you what the Peggy Sue website looks like. Just so you guys can see that we're going to be legit, man. Everything that we're going to do is going to be super legitimate. You feel me? So shout out to this beast right here. Her name is Peggy Sue Dean. She's out of Colorado, and she's been filming. I wouldn't say like she wasn't like filming with it. Like she's been using the equipment since she was 8 years old, right? But this is her sales page. So this is just showing her, like congratulating her and giving her flowers for how successful she's been in the sport, right? She's a 3-time All-American right now, 3-time U.S. champion at aged, I think she's like 15, 16 years old. This is the video of her using the equipment. Awesome video. And so we just want to show her flowers. And this is a good opportunity for anybody who's interested in the equipment from watching her video. She can send this link and it's easy for them to just navigate and go to the site and buy the product and use her code, right? So that's a strategy that we're implementing for our affiliates. We're going to do that with Peggy. We're going to do that with Tyler. We're going to do that with people that have just told us that they love the equipment, have done a lot of content with the equipment. We're super excited for them. And we want to give them opportunity to make some money. Like, bro, we all shine, we all eat. Let's all get some bread out of this and also serve our community, serve the wrestling community in a helpful and profitable way, right? Okay, so going back to this, boom. All right, this is what we have to fix, right? Let's go back. So these are the things that we're running into a lot of problems with our business, right? Our speed to lead. We get a lot of these people that fill out forms from our Facebook ads. I've created the Facebook ads. I get people to fill out forms on the ads, but we don't have, like, Chini's doing great, but we give her a few tasks that don't allow her to get to the lead fast enough. I think that the sales rep can really help us to get to our lead faster so that we can understand what the lead is looking for, ask them qualifying questions, and then get them to roll through the sales process, right? And go through the buying process a little bit faster. Speed to lead is very important. And then the second thing is inventory management. Our lead time, meaning the time for us to get our product to our customer, is from 12 to 18 business days, which is about 15 to 25 days. The issue with that is we live in an Amazon world right now. We do approach things differently. We are a family shop operation, mom and pop operation, right? Things that we do not rely on efficiency. They rely on just handcraft, right? It's about handcrafting and making it perfect for the customer. But at the end of the day, if we want to scale, we could scale that, but then how difficult do we want to make it to scale? We don't want to put any friction. We want to take away as much friction as possible in order for us to scale to the goals that we have, especially for this year, 2026. In order for us to do that, we have to first understand we got to get our inventory management right. Our inventory management is not as efficient or productive as it can be. And that's something that we have to look at. If you guys know anybody that's really good at procurement and good at lean manufacturing, please let me know. Like, we just need somebody to help us out to make sure that we can get right on this. You feel me? And we're also looking for a fractional CFO because we be spending. We be spending. Sometimes you spend really well, and then sometimes you feel me. I'm just being honest. All right. This is the philosophical word of the day, right? This is the philosophical word, the philosophical thing of the day, right? For building and becoming. And you read Proverbs, you love Proverbs, but when you get into Ecclesiastes, that's when you really get black pilled on like what life is about, bro. And the first verse of Ecclesiastes is this: everything is meaningless. Everything is meaningless. It is all vanity. We all work for what? We're all on social media trying to show, I'm doing this for what? What am I going to gain from this and showing y'all this? Well, all the stuff besides this. You feel me? I'd rather show you this than anything else right now. But everything is meaningless in this life. And the beautiful thing about what he says, I believe this is Solomon. Either Solomon or David. This is Solomon. He's the wisest. He was deemed the wisest man to ever live, Solomon. And he was explaining that when you read it, you'll understand it. Is that we chase after all this stuff, but it really doesn't give you any fulfillment. The only thing that gives you fulfillment is three things, right? Enjoying your work, loving what you do, enjoying your daily lot in life. That's number one. Number two is eating great food. Enjoying the food that you eat, enjoying the food that you eat, right? Whether it be, and making sure that, I'm not even gonna say if it's healthy for you or not, but just enjoying your food. That's number two. And number three is fearing God. Those are the only things that matter in this world. That's what Solomon, the wisest man in the world, is telling us. That's the only three things that matter to life. Is enjoying what you do on a daily basis, enjoying the food that you eat, and fearing God. That's the only three things. So that really changed my life. When I first read this is when I was a college coach at the D1 level. Yeah, I'm an alma mater when I first read it. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. I hated being a graduate assistant. Bro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. And I know you can ask them right now. They know I was not. I try my best, and it says like whatever you do with all your might, do it for the will of God. But bro, it just didn't make sense to me on how much we were doing this all for just a game, and like everything in between just for a game. It didn't really make sense to me, and then. It's a game to where like we're smashing our heads against each other. You feel me? Like I know that it's about being a gladiator or a warrior and stuff like that. But then it got to the point where, and I'm not hating or anything. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. These niggas was getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I was doing the same thing 5, 7, 10 years ago. And I wasn't getting paid shit. And I was a GA. I was a GA at the time. And I'm a grown man. I'm growing at this point. I'm getting paid 30, 32, 33K. These niggas that was doing the same thing, getting paid 250K. All love to them, all love to them. But I'm like, man, I'm going, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go run this business, right? This is gonna be a better return on my investment right now. I could be a coach in 5, 10 years, maybe, right? And earning an income, whatever. But nah, there's no limit. The sky's the limit to how much we can earn running this business. And this is just me. This is what I was built to do. And we'll get to another point a little bit later on of why I was forced out or why that it just was a better decision for me to become an entrepreneur regardless anyway, right? All right, some big news is popping up right now. This is huge right now. Let me actually go to the let me actually go to the motherfucker right now. So we have a huge merger, right? The PFL, the Professional Fighting League, and Jake Paul's MVP Fighting League, Most Valuable Player Fighting League, has merged, right? Check this out, right? So Jake Paul and Most Valuable Promotions have taken another landmark step into MMA, and the company announced that it's merging with the PFL today. The move will shift the PFL and its operations under the MVP umbrella, forming one combat sports company to include boxing and MMA. MVP broke into the MMA scene in May with its first event featuring the return of Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano on Netflix. Paul has repeatedly promised to shake up the industry, which has been dominated by the UFC. He also teased his eventual competitive debut in professional MMA, which is going to be very interesting if that happens. I doubt that happens. He says this: we started MVP to disrupt a broken model, Paul said in a news release. We wanted to give fighters fair pay and a bigger, modernized stage to become global superstars. Joining forces with PFL accelerates that vision by a decade. I look forward to putting my entire promotional muscle into our new company, returning to the boxing ring and making my MVP MMA debut. So apparently he is about to fight, which is going to be crazy. By the way, if you're looking to become a better MMA fighter or looking to become a better MMA wrestler, go to our website, go to adamsathletics.com. We have the MMA Drill Master. It's something that you can work on a daily basis, not needing a partner, and still improving your takedown and MMA skill set twice as fast without worrying about the wear and tear on your body, worrying about beating up on somebody else, but still getting the high quality reps that you need in order to improve and to reach your goals as an MMA fighter and wrestler. Go check out adamsathletics.com right now and the MMA Drill Master. But to come back, and Jake Paul, if you would like to, I would think that it would be good for you to use as well if you're looking to improve your skill set as an MMA fighter. But this is huge. This is going to shake up the fighting world incredibly. And the beautiful thing about this is that competition always ignites innovation. So this type of competition, especially with how good Jake Paul is at marketing and promotion, is just going to make the combat sporting world even better, right? Because the UFC is not going to go down without a fight, literally and figuratively, right? This is a great opportunity for the UFC to build a model that they feel like can reach their full potential. And I know it's harder when you're the older company or you're the first company or you're the leading company. But then what Jake Paul is doing here is he's merging with a league that's already been successful, but just didn't do as good as they could with the marketing or as broad or as fantastic as the UFC was. But this merger is one of the best business strategies. This is one of the best mergers I've seen in a long time, in a long, long time. So it's incredible to see this happening in this day and age and what's going on. The combat sport world is going crazy. You got Real American Freestyle going crazy. You got Dirty Boxing with John Jones. You got obviously the MVP going crazy. You got the UFC going crazy. You got Conor McGregor coming back from his injury in 2027 and for International Fight Week. It's just so fun to see what's going on, the things that are going on in this world, in the combat sporting world. So I just wanted to update you guys on some huge news that's going on right now in that world, in that space. And it's time, if you're not a follower of this stuff, I say that you do, because the way that this sports business is working, say you're a sports business fan, this is something that is so cool, not even cool. This is a phenomenon to see things that are changing in front of our eyes, right? Things that are changing in front of our eyes to become just a better product. Like, how do we make better products? You just study the people that have been great at doing this. And right now, this is going to be it. I believe that PFL had the products, but they had the fighters, but Jake Paul had the marketing, right? They combine them. Who knows where this can go? And who knows what the UFC has to do to respond to something like this? We're going to see. Maybe it's going to be a UFC versus PFL or UFC versus MVP showdown, right? So that is super exciting to see, super dope. We'll see how everything goes and all of that as well. We'll go back to here. All right. So that is the end of day 2. Just wanted to showcase and show you the app, how it works. I wanted to bring you some news and give you the business updates, give you the body updates and everything else like that. But otherwise, man, day 2 is down. There's 48 days to go. And just reminding, we need a commission-based sales rep. If you guys are interested, we have openings. We're going to probably hire about 2 to 3 commission-based sales guys. We got one on board right now. Love him to death. Build a really good relationship with him through pro athlete community. So excited for him to kind of take the lead and take charge. So, we would like him to be the sales manager, and then the sales reps would come in and learn under them. And you can put it on your resume and then get an insurance job, a tech job, or whatever. Or you can just become and stay with this growing company, right? And if you guys are looking to, use the app and start your 50-day sprint, start your 50-day camp right now to build and to help you reach your goals even faster, let me know. I'll send you the link. You can download it today. And I'm telling you, it's going to highlight everything that you need, really just give you a dashboard and a database for everything to track to make sure that you're on track to reach your goals, right? And again, if you're going to do it, 50 push-ups, 50 setups, 50 crunches, and 500 punches. I know you guys can do it. You feel me? So love and peace to you. This is CEO Tony coming to you with Build and Become, right? In order to do that, you have to change your beliefs and your behaviors. And we'll see you on the next episode. Love and peace.